closed all day today, sir.
And so, is that a county ordinance, city ordinance?
It's a city of Santa Monica ordinance. This park in Santa Monica is closed all day today.
Closed all day today. So, because I'm trying to understand my rights as an individual. So the Constitution of the United States of America says that we can practice our religion and freedom of speech. Religion, nature is my religion. So I saw that the beach, they were saying the same thing over there. How are we going to exercise the Constitution of the United States during this? And can you show me the statute, the law, or what it actually is?
There's posted signs around the perimeter of the park, sir. And you're welcome to practice whatever you want to practice outside of the park. It has nothing to do with your religion or anything. It has to do with the park being closed.
And so is there a statute that says that I can't be in the park?
Yes, sir. There's an order from the city manager, sir.
The city manager?
And the city council, yes, sir. Park is closed, sir. The signs are posted. We need you to grab your stuff and exit the park, please.
Or what?
Or you can be cited.
For what?
Violating an order from the city manager and the city council, sir.
Okay, and you guys are writing tickets now?
Well, we're trying not to, sir. We're trying to get everybody to cooperate.
For how long is this going to go on for?
This is for 1 day.
1 day?
1 day, today.
That's it?
That's it.
All right, cool.
Appreciate it.
God bless. Okay, so, not to be contrarian at all, but I am a citizen of the United States of America. We do currently have a constitution in place. Constitution says we have the right to bear arms, Second Amendment. We have the right to free speech, right to free religion, freedom of press, right? We can report on things, we can film things. Not to be contrarian, and, I was born, I'm not a big fan of authority, but I do respect it. Don't want a ticket. Don't want to have to go to court or anything like that. But I want to understand my rights. I want to understand what's going on. I don't understand that for your safety, park is closed today for your safety. I'm going to go and read up on these laws. If anybody can do a reconnaissance mission for me, I'm going to walk on the street. I don't think they can kick us off the street. But if anybody can do a reconnaissance mission and pull up the city of Santa Monica, here we go. We got here. What are they going to do with the fucking homeless, man? What are we going to do with those guys? All right, here you go. SantaMonica.gov. Here you go. SantaMonica.gov /coronavirus. So rights, yes. The universal law, which is the law of the land, is ultimately do no harm. Right? Do no harm. And so I am not harming anyone. Going to the park today. Fuck the police. Well, police are only doing their job, and I respect them and what they're doing. So park is closed. All right. What kind of headphones you got on? I need a new pair. I have, these are Howard Light. Howard Light are, they're noise cancellation headphones. And so, Howard Light or noise cancellation headphones. They're like construction or gun range shooting headphones. And then this one comes with a nice little phone jack or whatever. And then I've got the thing for the iPhone in here. So that's my equipment. And this equipment, I guess with the phone jack, probably brings it up to about maybe $80. But I think the headphones are only like $35, $40. Get them online. Howard Light with an L in front of the number 8. The bathrooms were open in there, which was kind of weird. Thing is, I don't like my neighborhood because there's a lot of busy streets. Maybe I'll try and go over to the college, see what's happening over there. I've been asked to leave. That's a private place. The college is private, and ultimately I was just playing hide and seek with my kids. And it's cool if they they kick me out. It's private, you know. And I'm not here to argue with people. I just really am trying to understand my rights, understand, what's happening, and test. We want to be able to test the boundaries, right? Because we are still under the rule of law. The rule of law still exists in the United States of America. No matter what this quote unquote pandemic and all these deep state actors like the mayor of Los Angeles could potentially be. I don't know his deep state affiliation, but the way he's locking up the city, some of these deep state actors, because as far as I know, the federal government and President Trump has not locked down the country. So some of these deep state actors are inside, the government, inside the swamp creatures are inside local governments too, right? So they could have been to, Mayor Garcetti could have been to Epstein Island, screwing underage boys, and they might have some dirt on him, and so he acts in accordance with the deep state, Bill Gates vaccine, one world government, one world currency agenda, which, by the way, is not coming to planet Earth. Newsflash from God today. Came right down with the download. That's not happening. 5G ionization killing us off. Not happening. That's the news of today. What's happening is we're activation of our light body, raising the frequency and vibration first and foremost of the energy of the Earth through the central sun. The octave will raise. That'll raise our consciousness and our frequency to one of. You ever have one of those blissful moments or a really good day? So basically that's going to be our baseline, the octave of peace and harmony. So ultimately peace and harmony is what's coming on the planet. So now you have all the time to meditate and usher that in and ask yourself what you really, truly want in life. And then take the time in prayer and contemplation, and then really go through, that which you desire and speak that into existence. And so that's what's happening. God told me that this morning, right when I was walking on the grass with the rest of you psycho chickens. That was my download. Do you think the people trying to bring this about will be brought to justice? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I believe that the sealed indictments, almost 200,000 sealed indictments, it takes a grand jury to do a sealed indictment, and sealed indictments are done because of security risks to our national security. So since Trump took power, since Trump became the president of the United States of America, there's been over 150,000 sealed indictments. I think it's moving towards 200,000. And those have started to be open. Somebody told me that Tom Hanks got arrested the other day. I don't know if anybody knows if that's true, but word around the campfires to drain the swamp that's in the FBI, that's in the CIA, that's in our local governments, it's in the House of Representatives, it's in the media. To drain that swamp, it's in the pharmaceutical companies, it's in the control mechanisms, it's in the Federal Reserve. To drain that swamp, it's almost like a chess game. You got to play your cards right because it's so intertwined into our government. To reverse that, and you can see the coup d'etats that they tried to do with Donald Trump. They tried to first do the Russian hoax, right? And that's going to come out. That's going to be the bane of their existence. All the FISA, the fake FISA, the judges that approved those FISA so they could spy on the president. That's going to backfire. Just listen to AG Barr. Listen to anything the Attorney General Barr has to say about that. There's a huge investigation by Jeff Durham. It's about to come out, and these FISA abuses are what's going to take down the deep state, the Adam Schiffs, the Nancy Pelosi's, the Chuck Schumer, these deep state actors that have been making sweetheart deals with China, with Russia, with Ukraine, the Ukrainian One deal that was exposed in Hillary Clinton's emails and the server that she had, everything that's been put on WikiLeaks so far. So, very interesting times. What I love about the coronavirus is everyone's paying attention to their health now. They get to pay attention to 5G and the potential threats that are coming down the pipeline. They get to pay attention to the currency and what's happening with the Federal Reserve and what's happening with potential one world governments, vaccines. Now people can actually research all this stuff. They can go deeper into their spiritual life. They can pay attention to their health. So coronavirus is good news, guys. It's all good news. It's all good news. People die every day. You're going to die. We went through that on the last transmission. So live a life worth living. Accept your imminent death. Your spiritual spacesuit will eventually wear out. If you get my book, it'll wear out a lot slower, and you'll be able to protect your neck for the days that you are on the earth and pick up your children at the same time. Okay. What is the Limburg video that Troy mentioned? What video? Limburg? I get this feeling of higher vibration every day, like the world is being uplifted. It is. The neutrinos from the central sun are creating higher frequency and vibration on the planet. Yep, it's a big wake-up call, Helen Prince. You are right, my dear. Drink of thy own cistern and anti-age. Ooh. Yep, the old Shivambu practice. Hoarding zinc, vitamin C, and D. Great. What the fuck does a person need vitamin and mineral isolates for? Where does vitamin D come from? It comes from the sunshine. Where does zinc come from? Nutrient-dense materials. Right? Superfoods grown in organic volcanic ash with all the trace minerals, not on commercial farmland that's been depleted of minerals. Right? Where does vitamin C come from? Highest concentrated source of vitamin C on the planet is camu. Amla. So source nature is what you want. Don't go into a science project to figure out nature. You should be able to live naked outside in the elements and handle your business as a man. So don't be dependent upon vitamin and mineral isolates. That's like trying to eat a bunch of sweet pans and gears to try and tell time, right? You want to know what time it is? Look at your fucking watch. Don't take the thing apart and try and gobble it down and figure out the time. Right? Or take it apart and look at your watch and all the watch gears and the sweep hands and be like, oh, I wonder what time it is. Put the fucking thing back together and tell time. Right? Doesn't that make sense? Vitamin and mineral isolates from synthetic isolated supplements is just, it's not what the body requires. You're going to fuck your body up more. You're going to give yourself kidney stones throwing that type of garbage in there. Never let another man handle our A1 fairies. What did Amy say the other day about buying the ultimate lifestyle transformation in the business? It was a special of some type. Yes, 2020 Gino. The ultimate lifestyle transformation, I do believe if you purchase that, which the link is in my bio, that comes with 60 servings. Is that correct? I think it comes with 60 servings, 60 meal replacements, 60, that's what I eat in the morning. And so some amino acids and a green juice, liquid sunshine. So I think, for the price of that, it's about $8 a day. It's about, with my discount, it's about $314. And I do believe the company is offering a business opportunity package with that, so you can become a brand partner. If you're looking at that, please don't click that box. Don't become a brand partner if you don't plan on building a business. I'm a professional network marketer. I work at building global networks with these products, and I have a team of professional trainers that help people in making money with this type of home-based business. And I make a lot more money. I make a bigger commission for my long-term sales of any of my clients. And then I give my clients a lot of personal attention as well when they buy the products. So my question to you is, do you really want to build a business? Because if you do, then let's do the dance, and I'll put you on the phone with the trainer, and then you can get your package and we'll walk you through the whole process. Otherwise, just enjoy the products. Just enjoy the products for yourself. And ooh, I found another patch of grass. Just enjoy the products and nutrition for yourself. And if you enjoy them, then just turn people on to my my website, my link in my bio for the nutrition pack, and I can send that to anyone. I can send that to anyone that wants it. Out of the Shadows. Yeah, I watched Out of the Shadows last night. I mean, to me, there's nothing new in that movie. The fact that guy was a stuntman and realized that the Hollywood images and things that they were creating and producing were dark forces and programming for people. I didn't think there was anything new. I spent a lot of time watching it, and there wasn't that much new. But it's good for people that want to start, and it's got a lot of views already in the last couple of days. What did Amy say the other day about buying the ultimate lifestyle transformation? So again, guys, we're crushing it in business. Don't wait for this pandemic to be over to get back to work. Join us in business right now if you want to. Otherwise, everybody pay attention to their health and get on the nutrition program. It's just that we're offering the business opportunity for free right now for anybody who buys the ultimate lifestyle transformation. Hope that answered your question. And so, anyone on the team in Colorado? I don't think we have anybody in Colorado right now. Troy, do I get to meditate downloads while you sleep or dream? This has been happening to me and many friends. Yeah, the thing is most of us are sensitive. We're just been turned off. Maxim of law, never let another man handle our A1 fairies. Okay. Hey, Archer, good to see you, brother. Okay. Are you aware of Andrew Kaufman, MD, whose recent work has shown that COVID-19 has never been isolated? Well, I think you can say that. I know that about Gary Knoll's work. I think you could say that about the AIDS virus as well. It's never been isolated and filmed with a micron telescope and microscope, electron microscope. That's what I was trying to say. There's so many theories and, misinformation and disinformation. I mean, just look at the fact that Magic Johnson, got diagnosed with AIDS and he didn't die, and he practices a lot of natural protocols. I think he used some pharmaceutical drugs as well. So look, there's so much speculation about the COVID virus. All I could do is go on my intuition. I don't trust the quote unquote experts. So whatever's coming out of the mainstream media, I've trained myself to basically look at the opposite as truth. So the fear that's being propagated, that just shows me, it's just, it's fear porn. So, whether it's a man-made thing that Harvard scientists that the Department of Justice arrested or indicted for working with the Chinese Communist Party operatives. He worked in Wuhan. Did he start it? Did Bill Gates fund it? I've seen a patent from the U.S. Patent Office, I think in 2004, 2014, and 2017. I think there was coronavirus patents that were registered by the U.S. Patent Office. So I've seen all these things. I've also seen the reports about 5G and how electromagnetic radiation, it poisons the cells, and then the cells, the body is a is an all-knowing, self-healing mechanism, so it's going to kick out these poisons. And I've heard that theory. So I've heard all of these theories, right? Positive, negative, upside down, and sideways. And so ultimately, then what I have to do is I have to put that into my intuition. And my intuition tells me, statistically, and my research shows me as well, statistically, this is a statistically insignificant event as far as a disease. Now, does the disease exist? Sure, potentially. I'm not a scientist. I don't know how to go through the data and actually define whether this thing exists. I definitely know the brain virus exists, right? Brain virus, mimetic virus, memes, ideas with values attached to them. Those exist. And if you're part of this culture and you believe in the cultural programming, then what you get is oil wars and proxy wars and wars about freedom that aren't about freedom, they're about oil. And so you have this belief system, and then you go to work for a fiat currency, and lots of times those works are for corporations that are detrimental to people's health, especially if we're working for agribusiness companies that are actually masquerading chemical companies. You're working for pharmaceutical companies, you're working for weapons manufacturer, Boeing, Northrop Grumman, Raytheon, McDonnell Douglas, these types of things. You're subject to the programming. So if you think outside of the box of the programming, yes, the potential for some kind of external threat to be there. There always is. Before we had, this whole germ theory and stuff, we had saber-toothed tigers, and if you're in the Amazon, you got anacondas and you got pumas, and there are large animals and small animals, microbes, fungus, bacteria, snake bites, sting bites, insect bites, parasite infestation, fungal infestation. The potential for all Mother Nature to eat life, that is the closed organic cycle. Life eats life. So the whole objective in being a human, being a healthy human, is being strong and resilient. So the bottom line is I don't know enough language terminology to define, put this virus pathogen into a box as much as the next scientist could. And I also see the massive amounts of speculation, even from people that are knowledgeable, even with people that have MDs, naturopaths, MDs, smart people, intelligent people. So at the bare minimum, we're already in a quarantine, whether you're outside or inside, no matter what. There's nobody in the streets anyway, so we're in a quarantine. We are practicing social distancing. We do have somewhat of a lockdown already there, even though it's not mandated by law by the federal government as of yet. And that's what I was trying to ascertain with the local park rangers earlier. They said, I like their language, they said they may be writing tickets. It's not what they want to do. And so again, I'd like to test, what, because if there is no law, because if things were really out of control, I think we'd see the military on the streets. Anyways, I'm rambling, guys, but I have just as many thoughts as you, and I don't think anyone knows really what's going on, specifically besides the evolution of consciousness. That's what's really going on. The ability for us to now look at ourselves deeper, ask ourselves what we're doing on this planet. The pollution's cleared up in a few weeks. Everybody's out of work. Who wants to go back to their shitty job anyways? Making fucking peanuts, chasing that rat on a wheel, feeding your kid garbage because you can't afford the time to stop at the store and buy nutritious food and cook for your family because you're too busy in your slave job because the money's been tampered with. There's $4 trillion in the Fed since 2008, and now I think that's been increased. So, but also I think that the Fed has been taken underneath the Treasury, which is big news. You guys should look into that. That's some of the biggest news, because if you're looking at the debt slave system, I do believe it's over. Okay, the world's gonna change forever in a good way. Okay. How to make your own research on health, politics, economics, etc. Which sources can I trust? Ultimately, you want to learn how to trust yourself. You're an all-knowing, self-healing mechanism. Clean out the vessel. Clean the mind, the body. The body is the mind. So clean out the vessel as much as you can. Live a cleanse and detox lifestyle. Do my ultimate lifestyle transformation. That will clean the vessel. Clean the mind, clean the body. Keep it clean. And then you want to use the trivium, which is grammar, know how to read and write, logic, and reasoning. Right? Understand the basic principles of logic and logical fallacies, and understand the basics of reasons. You take in two pieces of contrary information, and then you check in with your own vibration, and you automatically know what's right for you, right or wrong for you in the moment. Because sometimes what's wrong for you later on is not what's right for you now. For example, there's so much information out about real nutrition, and I'm a real nutrition advocate. However, if your blood sugar's out of whack, then have a hot pocket on the plane back from London, because your blood sugar is going to spin out, and that's going to release cortisol, and you could potentially have a manic episode just from that, right? So chuck some plain food down your neck and call it a day, right? You don't have to be a stringent, I only eat organic food because I want to be healthy, right? Because your blood sugar might go out of whack and you might have a manic episode, and then you're not healthy in that moment, right? So you got to stay balanced. So stay balanced and do the best you can in the present moment. Present moment reality is what it's all about, guys. Right? You take the good and the bad, and then you assess the situation in the moment. That's how you operate. That's how to think, not what to think, right? Teach and train yourself how to think, not what to think. God, that grass just feels so amazing. Does that answer your question? Start getting spiritual downloads and you will be able to see truth much easier. Yes, meditation for sure. Never use the state copyrighted N name. Okay, how is this changing us for the best? Well, Dominican boy, how do you think it's changing us for the best? Think about it. You now get to pay attention to your inner world. Everything's an inside job. You want to change the outer world? Spiritually, you have to change yourself. So you now have time to focus on the sum total of your ideas and your thoughts and your programming, your education, and all of that stuff. If we're in this situation long enough, you're going to see the inner machinations of your mind. And your programming could very easily drive you crazy. So you have the choice to start thinking new thoughts. You have the choice to watch transmissions like this one or any other one that you resonate with. Because, listen, you don't want to listen to me. You actually want to listen to your soul. I'm only going to guide you back to your soul, right? I'm not looking for followers. I'm looking for leaders. I'm looking for people that want to change the world. And now that we have an opportunity to look inside and people are paying attention to their health, now we can change the world truly. The world is going to God. The world is not going to hell, contrary to popular misconception. have discerned mind to defect their fraud. I've been grinding my butt off to buy this transformation and join. Yeah, well, let's get you in the trenches and working with us. You can put some of that grind into building a serious business that is going to change your life and thousands of other people's lives. Okay, salute. Hey, Texas, Young Tough, what's up, baby? Dear Troy, what is the best diet for Candida? I have bought your book. You asked that, and you got to go scroll back to the last video transmission I did. I answered that question extensively. Heavy rotation diet, cycle, golden seal and garlic medicinally through your system. And then you can also heavy rotational diet and above ground vegetables and organic farmer pasture raised grass fed meats. You got to eat grass fed if you're going to eat meat. Grass fed, absolutely. Above ground vegetables and high quality proteins. Open to a group dry fast. Sure. We should plan that for next week. The water truck. Okay. Yes, group dry fast. How many hours should we do? How are you taking advantage of the coronavirus time? You know, the thing is I'm going to live my life the way I did last year, last month. I'm going to do the same thing every single day, basically. I'm going to take care of my health. I'm going to take care of my body. I'm going to take care of the health of my mind. I'm going to love on my kids. I'm going to move my body. I'm going to drink high quality water. Practice some form of spirituality and movement. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that next year. I'm going to do that anytime I'm on planet Earth. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work to stay as balanced and grounded as possible. That's what I do with coronavirus or without coronavirus. Before ascension, after ascension. What is that Tibetan or Zen master statement? Chop wood, carry water. Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water after enlightenment. So there you go. That is my methodology. Hope that makes sense. How to take care and slim by this time and get six packs. Well, you can, all the links in my bio, the book comes with the stress management course for free. So I highly recommend that. That's going to tell you how to get your six-pack abs and lower your stress levels. The sex hormones don't come out and play. The androgens, the testosterone, the muscle building potential doesn't come out and play until your stress levels are lowered. And then from there, you want to go on the link in my bio, get on the ultimate lifestyle transformation, clean the gut out, clean the liver, the kidney, and the colon out, lower the stress levels, and then all the other tips are in my book and in that stress management course that comes with the hard copy of my book. So it's just so obvious with, okay, Jeremy, what's up, buddy? The humanity's major operation on hold for as little as a month. The skies have been clear. The beaches are cleaner. It's the same with your body. It's what you leave out. Yeah, baby. We're overconsumptive parasite virus on this planet. We are the virus on this planet. Right? We are the problem, and therefore we are the solution. And so clean your mind, clean your body, clean your vessel. Get with my buddy Jeremy City. He'll take you through the cleanse that I have for everyone. Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. I like chop water, carry wood. Do you like the doors? Yeah, the doors are great. How to take care and slim by this time and get six packs. I just told you. All the links to upgrade your health from where you're at now to the next level, even if you're as healthy as me, the links are in the bio. because it's just a reminder. If you're already at my level, it's a reminder of what you know to do right, and it's presented in a different package, which can help shift your consciousness, and you can look at things at a different angle, and then you can go, oh, huh. Like, I know healthy people are already reading this book, and the stories are so compelling, they're piling through it, and then boom, the medicine is sticking out at them. Oh yeah, I wasn't really clear on my purpose and my legacy, and yeah, that I need to work on that. All right, let me do the exercises in the book. Or, I'm not sleeping enough, and now I got to look at my caffeine usage. Oh, all right, okay. So the medicine is in the book. The stories of my awesome, crazy, dynamic, awesome life is what will propel and compel you to read it, and then when the right people get their hands in it, to market the book on the second and third level of our marketing plan, which is ultimately, it's just going to have a mind of its own. It's going to be its own entity soaring through the universe, right? As more and more people read it. So feel free to drop a comment on any one of my upcoming posts on how you like the book and what inspired you and what story helped you the most. Since the gyms are closed, we haven't steamed. Any suggestion for a steam? Yeah, I've got a new video coming out, Sunlighten. I have a Sunlighten personal sauna. I think you can get, cheap ones on Amazon, Sunlighten. They sent me one out. It's a personal sauna. You can climb right in. You could take a hot Epsom salt bath. That will help you sweat. How to do fasting and strength training without weight or muscle loss. You're going to have to play with that. Fasting traditionally is a spiritual endeavor to go within. I do the intermittent fasting and work out fasted. But I also do calorie restricted fasting, so I have the minerals and nutrients so that if I run out of energy, perchance, it doesn't suck it out of my bones, the minerals out of my bones, the nutrition out of my brain. It doesn't start catabolizing my own tissue. It's a lot of self-discovery, finding out that place where you can work out fasted. But mostly when I put people on my cleanse, my nutrition program, I tell them to rest. Walking's the best exercise. If you're trying to build a lot of muscle, the question is why, right? Get to a certain level of strength and functionality, and then maintain that without being, a gym rat or someone that always has to lift and lift hard and strong. High intensity exercise is going to wear you out, prematurely age you, just as much as smoking is. Right? So it's called balance. And I don't want to talk down to you. Maybe you're already advanced in that realm. But if you're going to do extended fasting and stuff, then let go of the weightlifting, is my humble opinion. Living with toxic family members. You can either go within and start practicing meditation and buy some ear cancellation headphones and just stop dealing with them, or you can move out. Snake Diet is an expert on fasting and working out. All right, there you go. I like the Snake Diet guy. It's not for everybody, right? But it is potentially possible, and he's going to walk you through it. He's a dry fasting, water fasting, mineral fasting guy, intermittent fasting guy, and he's got his own approach for sure. Go for it. I recommend. He's got some good stuff. If it resonates with you, go for Snake Diet guy. He's cool. The effects we've had on Mother Earth is a testament to our own power as humans, the effect of the environment. Time is now acknowledged. Yes, respect and reverence for the environment. Absolutely. Troy, what is the book about Shivambu? J.W. Armstrong, The Water of Life. J.W. Armstrong. Not sure. It's just my phone. I'm 18. Can't move out yet, but I do control my own mind. I'm very calm. Just difficult. Bye, noise.